All breaking news coming in the wake of that horrific incident which took place aboard an Air India flight from New York to Delhi, where a man urinated on his co-passenger. Now we're getting some breaking news when it comes to the details of who that individual is. The man who urinated on a woman who was his co-passenger in that New York to Delhi Air India flight has been identified as Shankar Mishra. He is a resident of Mumbai. He works at Wells Fargo as the vice president. The firm is headquartered in California. He has previously worked at Citi, where he was again a vice president. So these are the details of that individual who was involved in that shocking incident. Remember, no action has been taken against him. Only a 30-day ban was ordered by Air India. I'm joined by my colleague Ridhima, who's joining me on the phone line. Ridhima, so can we expect, what are your sources telling you? Can we expect some more action against this individual, as well as the Air India crew, which did not take the requisite action to take action against this man, especially cited by the DGCA notice that has been sent to Air India, which has called this a dereliction of duty?
Oh, that's correct, Ayushman. So let me answer this in two parts. First, as you rightly pointed out, the man who's now been identified as Shankar Mishra. He works at Wells Fargo. He's the vice president. We're understanding has been working since February 2021 to present, and he is based out of Mumbai. Now, remember, we had reported this earlier in the day on CNN News 18 that Delhi police officials have also been sent to Mumbai to try and arrest this man. But as of now, unfortunately, he still stands unarrested. But because of the kind of pressure that has been mounting on, you have the DGCA also issuing a show cause notice. We are expecting some sort of action to take place. As far as the crew is concerned, we've already had two members of the crew of this flight that was flying from New York to Delhi that have already been questioned. As you rightly pointed out, the DGCA means no words, and they were very, very clear, and they said two things. One, the kind of protocols that should have been followed with an unruly passenger, they weren't followed. Secondly, the conduct of the airline and the crew itself was unprofessional. Earlier in the day, also we had reported, this is what the Civil Aviation Ministry had also said, they had ordered Air India to conduct an internal probe and said that if these allegations are found to be true, then the strictest action should be taken, not just against the passenger, but the crew itself. Now, with the questioning of two crew passengers already happening, it's a possibility that we could see them being derostered as well, because no mincing of words here. There have been lapses on every level, not just by the crew, but by the airline as well, and not offering support to the said passenger, the elderly woman who was in her 70s, but also causing that lapse which has resulted in this man, in this passenger, this male passenger who urinated on the female passenger, who continues to remain scot-free. So lapses on the airline, but because the DGCA has now stepped in, we are hoping that stringent action can be taken.
Absolutely. The high and mighty can't get away with such behavior. So hopefully some more action is taken and heads will roll for dereliction of duty, as rightly pointed out by the DGCA. Thank you, Ridhima, for getting us this piece of breaking news. The man who urinated on his co-passenger in that New York to Delhi flight has been identified. His name is Shankar Mishra. He's from Mumbai and he's a vice president at Wells Fargo. He previously worked at Citi, and remember, only a 30-day ban was slapped on him. No other action was taken against him. So hopefully Air India can get its act together and take action. Especially, remember, this is happening in a business class flight. So, and it's a huge embarrassment for the country if something like this happens on an Air India flight.